Cheese It Duos presents Cheese Loves Caramel Corn.
Hi, Cheese. How are you and your flavor match getting along?
You mean my caramel Cleopatra? My sticky little corny? My glazy little kernels?
Be back in exactly 2 minutes. So...
Okay, make it 10.
Cheese meets delicious in caramel, popcorn, Cheese It Duos, and sharp.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Magic After Dark.
Yep.
As always, I'm your host, Chris Byrne, joined by Mr. Joshua Warren.
Hello, everybody.
And we have some fun magic news for you. And I think that I need to adjust my camera a little bit now, looking at it one more time. It's going to drive me insane.
It's going to trigger you?
A little bit. Yeah, see, I like that better.
You just want to get
I want
closer
you
to
in
me.
the frame. Yeah, I want you better. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so hello, welcome. Make sure I don't have any weird audio issues this time around. Doesn't look like it.
No, we turned off the audio issue. We good to go.
Okay.
We good
All
this
right.
week. I remembered.
So, Josh has a full lineup of topics for you this week. We have all of our normal stuff, but there is a lot of it. So let's get right into it, starting with the Who's on Top?
Who's on top, baby?
Who
and it's
is
not
on top?
It's not Wizards of the Coast this week.
I'm going to kill that fly. I'm going to find him.
It's not Wizards. It's going to be...
It's rarely Wizards. Hi, Rash!
It's never Wizards.
This little bug. I'm telling you. Okay.
So SCG Philly, that's what we're going to roll right into.
We're
The team
into
open.
That. So let's do that. Let's go over here and let's look at... Wow, how did it get over here? I don't know.
Yeah, so last weekend, SCG Philly happened. It was a team event. It was a open. It was kind of small from what I heard. There wasn't a lot of players there. I talked to some people that went. They said it was a well-run event, and I've never been to Philly, but I can imagine that it's probably a good time to go out afterwards and get some beers there, and it's kind of scary, because they filmed Rocky there, I think. So that's probably
Which Rocky?
I think 1 through 9.
4 is the one that people don't like, right?
Is that the one with the Russian in it?
Yes.
That one's the fucking best.
I will break you.
That was the best one ever.
I think that was the one where Balboa wrote it and... Not wrote Balboa. Stallone wrote and directed it.
He was the character and he wrote it. He's like, this is my life.
Yeah. That's the one that Apollo Creed dies in. Spoilers!
Oh, don't.
Spoilers!
I think I might have cried during that.
You seem like you would have cried during
Yeah,
that.
Apollo was sweet.
So, bad news, folks.
Yeah,
Black Red Aggro
Bad news to everybody that followed the show.
made it to the finals.
Yeah, we almost every single week, we usually at least touch on Standard a little bit. But yeah, Red Black Aggro is always our favorite to talk about. There were so many Red Black Aggros in the top 16.
5, 6, 7.
7. That's a large percentage.
It's still a win for us.
Yeah. So Mono Green Aggro was on top. Let's take a look at that thing. 3 Ronus the Indomitable.
Why is it not flipping? There it is.
Baby.
3 Ronus?
Yeah, that's so sexy.
Ooh, this is new.
Ooh, M19.
Becomes the target of spell or ability opponent controls. Create a 1/1 green elf creature token. So it kind of replaces itself. Makes a little dude. And if you're ramping out, which this deck likes to do, you can pump things, or you can pump it, and make it a 6/7? Yeah, 6/7. Thrashing Bronte.
Thrashing Bronte.
This is a Thrashing Bro. Hexproof Horse.
T-Bro.
Can't be blocked by black creatures. Seems really good right now.
Yeah,
seems fine.
Seems real good.
Big old dinosaur. It's got
Love me some Galta. We took him out every
there's
single time we played the Kentucky Special.
Kentucky Special. And then everything else is pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy here, but there are at least two new cards. Oh, it's got a Vivian Reed too.
Oh, they splash black. They're genius, just like me. I splashed black for
there
Thoughtseize.
was.
Look at this, Hour of Glory.
These come in straight. No, okay. Hour of Glory, yeah.
Yep. Exile target creature. If that creature was a god, its controller reveals his or her hand, exiles all cards from it.
Kills
Same thing.
Hazoret, gets the Scarab God as well really well.
Oh, Scarab God's probably a house against this deck.
Yeah.
Because you probably have to get rid of Scarab God because it just takes over.
Didn't get it.
That's what I hear from lots of people, even though I don't standard, but that's what I hear.
Yeah. Somebody asked about the lands. Yeah, it's got 8 black sources.
Yep.
It's good.
Looks solid.
I'm moving on to Modern.
Modern.
Going to the Modern. To Modern, we got green on top as well.
Yeah,
Except
so...
it's like super colorless green.
Oh, it's mono green. So we actually put this as one of our decks that we were going to play on Magic Afternoon for the following week.
Yeah, I think that's right here, actually. Yeah, I have that poll right here. So this has only been up for 6 or so hours, 7, 8 hours maybe.
8 hours.
8 hours. Look at that. You're amazing, Josh. And it says, what decks would you like to see Josh and I play next week on Magic Afternoon? This today, yesterday, whatever. We played Bant Spirits, and that was a lot of fun. I had a punt in game 1 that cost us the match, and all of our opponents were playing really well.
Yeah,
So
there was no room for punting.
There was no room for punting, so that kind of cost us.
I think we made about 3 punts in the first round.
Yeah, but it was very fun. I think even at dinner I might rip out the laptop and maybe jam one more.
Yeah, so you can see here that on the bottom there we got mono green Tron. So I wanted to represent that. Obviously, I don't really remember mono green Tron being on this list for SCG, but maybe my brain heard somebody say it and was just like, put mono green Tron on there. It's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. There's 2 right here on the
2
top.
on the
You
top.
would think that the guys would want to see it, the whole community here.
Nobody
But,
wants to watch Tron.
Everybody really wants us to get on Infect. You're right. Infect is super hot too. That was
told
yours.
you.
You're like, put Infect on there.
Yeah, I told you. Everybody's like, so in the state of Modern right now, again, it's always fast, and people like, I guess I would say like, people want to see decks re-thrive. Is that a word?
No, but I got you.
They want to see decks come back.
Notice
Okay?
there's no affinity here.
They want to see decks come back, and Affinity's it done died.
It done did diddly done
with
dead died.
G-Probe. It saw a resurgence. They want to see it resurge. There we go.
Resurge works.
Yeah.
Resurgence.
Revive it. Yeah, so
You got to put a voice to it.
they want to revive it.
Never mind. just
No, but listen. So they want to see Infect come back, and so they're kind of Rocky Balboa rooting for it. I'll use that because I don't know. We just talked
come
about
back, Apollo.
Yeah, come back, Apollo. Come back, Infect. We want to see you.
Adrian.
Yeah, so that's mainly, and then of course Spirits. Spirits is
fun.
That's on the rise right now. People they like new archetypes. They like to see tribal. Tribal is always big with people. That's why every single week we try to do a serious deck and then we try to do a fun deck. And that's why we try to do tribal, like at least throw tribal in there. We try to do it once a month because it's important to people. They want to see tribal.
I agree. I agrees.
So you want to move on to Legacy and see what's in the Legacy?
No, real quick, I want to scan it, the mono green Tron list that's on top here because like I think of mono green Tron and I just like, oh, that's just kind of traditional Tron, like.
Yeah. So what my brother was telling me is that Ulamog he's made it back into the 75, which he really actually got cut.
That's crazy.
The other thing that got cut was Ugin.
What?
Yeah. Nope. Like who's been playing Ugin?
These things
like
just
a one of?
All of this just looks like Tron to me.
No, and the same thing with the one of Emrakul.
See, that's been gone for a long time. Yeah. I don't know why that's inside. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we can look at the other one. Yeah, so his list is a little bit different.
He doesn't have the Ulamog.
His list is a little bit different, and then he's got the one of World Breaker in the main board, which that card's so fucking good.
It breaks worlds.
It does break worlds in half.
Yep. This was actually the test name. Is just like just want to make a card that breaks worlds, so we'll call it World Breaker.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was R&D.
I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, because they were smoking a lot of crack during that time.
Brandon Stuck says that it says that he lost to every Scarab God deck in Standard when he was on Mono Green. Should have splashed black.
Yeah, well,
black?
you don't have to because you can get the member in there.
No. He's talking about for Standard.
Oh, no, dismember.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Legacy, who's on top? The best deck.
Lands.
This spot used to belong to Miracles, and now Lands got it, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine
I'm
with that.
very good with that. Let's see if there's anything spicy in the top.
Let's see. We got Lands, Infect, Grixis, Death Shadow, Sneak and Show, which we're expecting to see more of. Storm, Lands,
Ooh, just
Stoneblade.
Gerard Fabiano in the
Oh,
Stoneblade?
yeah, that's a name we know.
Oh,
That is
very
a
nice.
name we know.
Hunter Crot.
Looks pretty diverse.
I think Hunter Crot's actually local. Joe Bernal, that's the guy that he plays for Hat Sass.
Oh, Hot Sauce. Got it.
Jackie Wang, that's just a sweet
That's
name.
a sweet name.
Yeah, it's like Jackie. It's like Jackie Chan, but with a Wang.
Wang.
That's fucking sweet.
So, yeah,
Are we looking
it's
at Fabiano?
diverse. It's not just the same two decks now.
No.
And Lance is kicking ass, so I'm okay with this.
Stoneblade's doing good. Yeah, let's look at Fabiano's list.
Fabiano, Gerardo Fabiano. Let's see, we got some snaps. Stoneforge 2, Jace, 21 land. Looks pretty straightforward.
All right, Chris, I want to ask you a question,
Go for it.
and I want to see if you know why we are seeing more Snapcasters played in Legacy.
Just gonna like softball that one in there for
Yeah.
me. Thanks, buddy. Because there are no longer any Deathrite Shamans.
say it again.
Deathrite Shaman!
That's so loud.
Yeah, it is. So now you can safely snap, target your spell, and actually cast it because the Deathrite isn't there to exile it in response.
You can snap off a lot in Legacy now.
Snap it off hard, baby. This looks kind of straightforward, but this looks like a very fun deck. I would enjoy this deck.
Yes, this deck looks like a really cool grind fest.
But Lands is better.
Lands is probably a lot better than
Lands
this
is,
list.
Lands is fucking such a great
like
deck.
how do you beat Lands with this list? You jace them out of the game. You jace plus them,
Yeah.
and like you hope to.
How do you beat the Lands deck
I don't
here?
like you swords their 2020.
You don't have room for the Caracas, Blood Moon,
Blood Moon. Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, they're surgicals too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. They can win. They can do it. They can make it happen. Moving right on because I messed up. So now we're out of who's on top. No, this is still who's on top.
Yeah.
This is Lue.
No, this is definitely who's on top. So.
Do you think it's Lue?
It's Lou.
Bullshit.
Lie?
Liu? I'm bad with like Asian names. I really am.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I don't
it's
know how to pronounce the vowels in the proper context.
Yeah, because you're white trash.
I think it's Liu. I'm gonna go with Liu.
I'm gonna go with Liu too.
Sure.
That's sweet.
Also, this episode is brought to you in part by Pabst Blue Ribbon, the beer that we didn't ask for. Thank you, Ryan Skozen.
Oh, thanks, Wizards, for supporting alcohol. We love you.
Tabernacle's the best. Okay, so
nobody wants to buy Tabernacle.
Liu took down Sacramento. What was Sacramento?
So Grand Prix Sacramento. While you drink your disgusting Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I told you this. I've never drank in one of these while sober.
God, you said drank in a Pabst Blue Ribbon. I love you.
Drinking.
Sacramento was a limited event. So we are going to breeze through this real fast.
That's real medium.
We're going to breeze through this real fast. Liu, he won. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I don't think anybody wants to talk about
You said
sealed,
it was limited.
or limited.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about sealed. So
Playing it is fun.
Yeah, playing it's fine. I'm not very good at the format. I don't get to practice enough. It's a format where you have to practice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about what
talk about who's
happened.
on top.
Yeah, and so look at that guy. He's great. Oh, you just
Spoilers.
Just go to it.
Spoilers.
Just go to it.
Okay, so also in the same event, right? It's the same event's top 8.
Yep.
In the top 8, there's a handful of really cool people, including fucking
Dylan Gillis.
Dylan Gillis.
Okay, I want to talk about this guy for like 12 seconds.
All right, let me put it on the clock.
You're going to put 12 seconds
Go.
on the clock? Meow. All right, so Dylan is a really fucking cool guy. I've met him at multiple events while I was floor trading. And the way he's smiling here, whereas like he looks Asian, where his eyes are almost completely gone. He literally is a super happy guy. He's always walking around super vibrant. And speaking of vibrant, good vibes or goodbye. This guy's shirt got me so hard.
That shirt is so fucking good.
It is. It's the greatest. So
It's like, I'm here to have fun. If you're not here to have fun, peace out.
yeah, so he's in Maryland, so I see him a lot when I go to East Coast events. He comes up and talks to me fairly a decent amount, and he's just a really nice guy. And I really liked what he said here for his what would winning GP Sacramento mean to you?
Oops. Everything.
Everything.
It would mean everything.
Yeah, so like this guy's a hardcore grinder. He's a super good guy. And you know, I've met him several times, so I'm really excited that, you know, he in limited format.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a grinder. Like I see him do well at Constructed.
That's cool.
So yeah, really cool.
We'll just scan through the rest here.
Yeah.
Nobody else is wearing cool shirts, so you don't get special shout outs. Sorry.
I think I know this guy.
This guy does look familiar.
Max.
Where's he? He's from
Max
San Diego,
San
though.
Diego, California.
Maybe Tyler knows him now.
He's a teenager, it says. Occupation, teenager.
Okay.
Sweet.
This is our winner.
Richard Liu.
This guy looks familiar, too.
Yeah. That guy, look, they had to crop his photo. I
Oh,
loved
they
it.
forgot to get his photo.
Yeah. Hometown, occupation, nothing.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
They forgot to get his photo, so they took it in the,
must have
the group topic. I didn't even know that. I feel a little bit bad now.
No.
Okay. So, let me flip back over here now.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our who's on top this week. So, what do you got next, Josh? What do you want to go into?
Always the same, baby. Always the same. We're moving right into our guest spot.
We are the guests. Deal with it. Yeah, we felt like Richie was plenty guest for a couple weeks, so like we didn't feel the need to like reach out to anybody this time around. We're like, we'll just fill the guest spot with talking about stuff.
Well, I wanted to talk about
Josiah?
no, I wanted
Got it in.
No.
That's our like
No, he's
necessary. No, but that's our necessary Josiah plug for the.
Okay,
we don't
good.
talk about him
Good.
anymore.
Voldemort. So the guest spot is actually I'm really proud of how things have been going for us with our content. So
It's been blowing me away. We've been doing
it's really cool. So we've been doing pretty well with our growth and our outreach. And today on
Tell your friends
on Twitch, we actually got recognized for our upgrade.
Yeah, in a way. So we hit enough followers and views to reach. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. I have it right. Nope, not there. I have it right here. No, this is the notification ones. Affiliate.
Yeah.
We have reached affiliate.
Yeah, affiliate status.
Which
means that we
can start receiving like subscribers and stuff like that, and it'll like pay back toward us and stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't set that up yet, but like afflicticate. So yeah, we've got affiliate, which is a big stepping stone for us.
Yeah. So like the way that we actually started this was I came in and I was like, hey Chris, I'd like to stream. Can you show me? Can you just run me through the gamut? And I was like, well, this is really cool. We're doing this right now. Why don't we fucking do this every week and just sit here and run our suckholes? And Chris was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do that. And
I just don't know that I have the time.
Yeah,
I still don't know that I have the time.
And it's a lot of work. And I was like, dude,
Kitty Guru says that we need to monetize that shit.
We're gonna monetize the fuck out of this.
You know what? We could take Jake Smith's idea, make a really cool shirt, and then do like a Patreon.
Yeah, we're gonna do all kinds of cool stuff. We're doing bingo. So, anyways, Chris wasn't too sure. I wasn't 100% sure that I could get Chris on board because he's a busy guy. But look, we're here, episode 11. And we're feeding the people. We're bringing them content, what they want, and it's really cool. So, more good stuff to come. And yeah, that was our spot for.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody.
Yeah, for guest spot.
We're happy to have you. We're happy that this is growing and that you're enjoying to come back and watch us, whether it's while we're live here.
Or if you're watching us on
YouTube,
on YouTube,
and Mom's Basement Games on YouTube, we've been getting a lot of like feedback and stuff on there. Really, it's cool. So glad that you're enjoying it. All right, so what do you got next?
All right, so
Mr.
next weekend we've got this weekend we had SCG.
Oh, okay, got it.
Coming up is Indy, but we're not going to talk about that until Local Yokels.
Spoilers.
Yeah, so
many spoilers.
we've got Indy this coming weekend, SCG Modern, which I'm playing in, which I'm really excited for, but. The following weekend, which is about, I think it's 5 or 6 days away, is Gen Con.
It is Gen Con. But before Gen Con, Josh wanted to talk about slightly international news, and he skipped over it. So we're going to go to the slightly international news.
Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah,
guy?
just real quick.
Right.
So we have the winning deck list from the what was it called?
So here,
French Nationals.
Yeah. So I had no clue that there was like international nationals. We talked about it last week, and I said it 3 times fast, so it was cool.
International.
Yeah, international nationals. International nationals. Yeah.
International assholes.
International assholes. But yeah, so there was international nationals, and they held one in France. I don't really know where else they held them, but I think there was several countries.
Yeah.
But this is the only list that we could find. So TCG Player had a list up, right, for standard.
This is literally all that is posted.
And so it says, "What's the combo?" And then it goes, and this Nicholas says, "You can sacrifice Scrap Trawler to
Atog,
affinity with
Teshar
and Walking Ballista." And then this guy says, "Not much for results."
I also just realized that they placed this deck as 9th through 16th.
Yeah.
So all the 9th through 16th people were playing the exact same deck.
Good job.
And we're also named Pierre. So something weird is going on here. It doesn't seem like results got posted properly.
Yeah, so
but this weird 4-color deck made it, and it's got this new card in it that says, here, we're going to zoom in on this one a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can they see that? They cannot. Yeah. Here, I'm going to turn off our camera for a moment so they can actually see what's going on here.
Get our suckles out.
So, this is a 3-drop 1/4. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Pay 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card. So, this guy plus Teshar. Whenever you cast an historic spell, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and Scrap Trawler, which is a historic spell, allows you to like kind of cycle through things over and over again. Yeah, because it's artifacts, sagas, and legendaries.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So this is a lot like this card plus a couple of these or another, or like a filigree familiar.
You just gain infinite life.
Yeah, you just get to kind of like cycle through them. I don't think it gives you like infinite mana, but like you get to make a bunch of dudes. It's like crazy value basically.
Okay.
It's not even like hardcore combo. It's just really good synergy.
Okay.
Okay, so now Gen Con.
There we go. Standard. It hurts my penis to talk about standard.
It hurts your penis.
It does. All right, so Gen Con is, again, it's in like, it says here, countdown to Gen Con's 5 days, which is cool. I'm really excited about Gen Con. I bought my ticket like a month ago. I bought my pass, not my ticket, but my 4-day pass.
Yeah, bunch of people are going.
Yeah, so you're gonna see me there.
We're sending some of the Pando guys. We're sending Cody, Larry,
Pandemonium Games is gonna be there
Josh,
representing.
Emilio. They're all going to vendor panels and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're gonna see some Mom's Basement Game T-shirts run around, so it's gonna be
good.
Bulk. Yep. So what's cool about this year is for Gen Con, you not only can go nerd out and do other things, but you also have the celebration of 25 years of Magic, which is I think it's really cool. Last year, Magic wasn't even there.
We didn't celebrate the 24th year?
We did not.
They didn't go to Gen Con. They didn't. So weird.
They didn't go to. Well, they pulled out, which I didn't know that Magic did that. But they've made so many Magic babies over the years.
That's right.
But yeah, they didn't go last year, which it actually was pretty. There was a low turnout for Magic players because when I was there, I didn't do as many trades as I did usually. So, but it was still a good time. Even when Magic isn't there, but when Wizards is there. It's just there's so many more players. There's so many. You get like some floor vendors. You get some international people from overseas that come. I'm going to be bringing the German man with me.
Oh, you're bringing Sebastian.
Stefan,
thank you.
Sebastian, Under the Sea.
Yeah, I guess Under the Sea. He's a German crab now.
He's flying in this week. So he's going to be coming with us. So there's gonna be a lot of people to trade Magic cards with there, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So if you plan on being there, bring your trade stuff, bring your decks. So what's really cool
Especially
is like last year I would grind the floor for like 6, 8, 10 hours, whatever, right? And then I would think to myself like, holy God, I'm so tired. I need to go home, but it's open, like, the whole entire building is open 24 hours, and there's people everywhere.
I didn't realize it was open 24 hours.
It's open 24 hours for 4 days. It's so fucking
That's
cool.
a nightmare.
It's not.
That's a nightmare.
It's not. So, what I would do after working, like, a full day, I would bust out my Commander deck. And I would see people, you know, spread out, and they would just be sitting there playing Commander at 2, 3 in the morning. And you could just walk up to people and be like, hey, you know, can I jump in your pod? And everybody there is, like casually are great guys. I've never run into anybody that was...
Bad guy?
Yeah, I've never run into any, like, hardcore guys. I remember the last Commander game that I joined, like, casually at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning. I won in, like, turn 4 or 5. And the guys were kind of like a little upset because I comboed on them real quick.
Yeah, fuck this guy. I shuffled and now I like to play 5 turns.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, guys? I'm actually just going to scoop this game and I'm going to go walk around for a little bit and come back. And so I felt kind of bad because I was just like, they're like staring at me like, this guy's a dick.
This fucking guy sat down to ruin our night. It's 2 in the morning. Like, what the fuck's his problem?
But, like, that only happened one time. And there was other nights where I was just like, hey, I'm going to sit down and play some grinding matches. So it was cool. Also, you can play... They run drafts 24/7, and this is what Chris has pulled up here. So
dude, this
we're gonna
is
take a look
fucking
at this.
nuts. Look at all these sold-out events.
Yeah, so, like,
I want to learn how to do this because I want to do this with my events.
Yeah, so, like, 24 hours you can play Casual Magic.
Oh, my fucking God.
You can play Battle Bond. You're going so fast. You can play Turbo Town, Two-Headed Giant. It just goes... The list goes on and fucking on. So...
Chaos. Oh, my God. Can you imagine trying to actually plan and schedule this?
Yeah, it's pretty
as a
wild.
player or a TO, like trying to make good use of your time?
So here's the thing about
Holy
this.
shit.
Here's the thing about this, Chris. At like 1 in the morning, everything dips off. There's like there's probably 20-ish people there.
I hope
right?
so.
Until about 9 o'clock the next morning.
Sure.
So it's actually like it's pretty tame throughout the night. So it's not easy for them to fire all these, but I mean it's nonstop. So if you're on a weird work schedule, and you could take maybe a couple days off and drive out if you're within that radius of like I don't know 500 miles, 400 miles, something like that. Maybe you can get a day off of work. I would highly recommend.
What's the coolest thing that's going on there, Mr. Recommendation?
Well, the coolest thing that's going on there?
Uh-huh. This thing?
Yeah. So, man, I just get lost in the hype because
you were hyped.
I'm so excited.
You're
like,
hyped.
I'm not just going to work the whole time. I'm actually going to be there to get in some events and to play, and I'm pumped. So, the one thing that I did highlight was there is a Masters 25 Rochester draft that gets you into a beta qualifier. So you got that pulled up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like muting a conversation that I just got pulled into on Facebook so that it stops going off in my pocket.
We've got now
What's it called?
Pastimes is running all this, and the title of this is Birthday Qualifier Masters 25 Sealed. They are doing a beta Rochester draft. So you get 6 packs. The entry fee is $70. Maximum players 226 players.
$70.
Duration 6 hours. So this is going to be pretty serious stuff. Like if you plan on if you're going to Gen Con or you plan on being there and you want to get in this, like most likely this is gonna like you should probably like order this on like pre-order this online.
Yes, if you like you want to get in this before it sells out.
I'm not sure when they're actually doing the draft. I haven't I don't know when they're doing the beta draft. I haven't looked into it. You're not going to be able to find it.
Oh, not?
No,
are you talking about the beta?
The beta draft itself.
Oh, it's probably
said, more to come.
It's probably Sunday. They don't.
It's probably Sunday.
So they don't schedule a time for that one because they need enough people to qualify.
Yeah.
And so they don't know how long that's going to take. And with all of these events that they've like not just auto-filled with some kind of celebrity or something like that.
That's what they were talking about. They're like, okay, because I looked on the Wizards website and they're like, we're gonna have a Magic celebrity there.
It's not Kai Bude. I don't care.
Yeah, it's not Chris Byrne or Josh Warren. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that lit.
Celebrity.
So we've got a celebrity to come. Okay. And then we also have God. What else did they say? They're gonna video it.
Yeah, they have been.
always
They're really good. A Lotus got opened. I think it was at Sacramento.
Chiba.
Mm-hmm. A Black Lotus got flipped, and people flipped the fuck out.
No, everybody was like, "Oh yeah!"
And there was hand slaps and all kinds. This is a hand slap now. This is not a high five anymore. What the fuck? Rash says that he thinks that they're going to do pre-release of Commander 2018
Rash, are you gonna be there?
stuff at Gen Con. Oh yeah, Rash, you could be there. Do you get any Gen Con tickets? Let us know, buddy. Because Josh will be there, and some of my Pando guys will be there. But yeah, this is cool. I like that they're continuing to do this stuff. I don't like when they do it with the like really medium weird stuff.
Got it, Rash.
Where they mixed a bunch of things. Nope, going on vacation. Or nope, no vacation. Got it. But like when they bring in a what is it, the Hearthstone drafter and stuff like that, and they're trying to like pull that audience.
Yeah.
And they do like cards that like don't even do what they actually say.
But
like,
listen, they have to do crossover stuff at Gen Con because
do it
it's
smart.
it's an absolute like mishmash of people. Like you're gonna get people from all over the spectrum, from D&D to even like there's gonna be like furries there.
there will be furries there.
Literally. There's like every single year there's like furries there, and they just
It's like a BronyCon type thing.
No, they're just like in the halls, like rubbing up against each other, and just like they have tails and they're doing weird shit.
Nobody says anything.
It smells real bad.
Oh,
I don't know what it's.
You have not sold me on this event. I'm just telling you, I have not.
It's good, dude. It's good. Like I'm telling you, it's a fucking nerd blast. It's so good.
This is all next week. Yeah. Yeah, this is all next week.
Yes,
so
5-day countdown.
This all goes on. I will be out of state. I will be on a family trip to Florida, and then I come back and I have a PPTQ while you guys are at the weekend of this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do
be
Magic After Dark.
crazy.
I'm gonna get a fill in probably.
Let's talk it near the end because like I got some ideas for that.
Good.
So now we can kind of go into the next segment.
I would love to.
Okay. So next segment is Judge's Corner, I believe.
Oh, I love Judge's Corner.
Okay, so for Judge's Corner, before we get into the actual subject today, what did I just do? I like scratched my nose. We're going to talk real quick about my past weekend. My past weekend, we went to Cody, Rob, and Kevin. So it's Cody Michaels, Rob Schweitzer, and Kevin Gwynn.
All guys that work here at Pandemonium Games.
And myself. We're all judges. We went out to a judge convention. Judges have these conventions of somewhere between, I'd say, 30 and 100-ish people. Sometimes we have smaller ones too, but like they're usually about 30 to 100-ish people, and we use them as kind of like training conventions where we get together and we set up like fake issues that could happen in a tournament, and we test your ability to deal with them, and then we give you feedback on it and how you can improve and this and that, and things to be aware of. And so we're just like coaching each other, we're docking with each other and stuff like that. And so we all went out to that. I have a splinter. It hurts. I don't know where I got it.
Wah.
Do you see it? Look at that. Like,
go on.
I can't get it out of there.
We're listening.
That's what she said. So we went to Fort Wayne, Indiana for a convention, judge convention this past weekend.
If you were going to Indy, it would have been Indy.
It would have been Indy.
You'd have been Indy.
Because there's also an Indianapolis coming up too, right?
Indy's
That's this
great.
weekend.
I fucking love Indy.
I didn't hate it. It was cool. It
Downtown's
rained
great.
while we were there, which sucked. But anyways, so I was there and I had a good time. Cody, Rob, and Kevin all felt like they got some good experience, that they learned some new things, that
They're new judges.
that they advanced some of their knowledge by learning from other people and stuff like that, which is great. I learned a few things and I got a few cool new ideas, but like I'm glad that I went in with a second thing, because what I did is I went in and I helped David Eldon, the organizer for this whole event, with video coverage and stuff like that. So we recorded presentations and workshops and stuff like that, and that's all available for anybody that's interested to go to Judging for the Win or Judging FTW on YouTube and on Twitch. They do a show, and there's all these really cool, like, just if you're interested in how the game works and stuff like that,
or
and
the judge program. This kind of give you some help if you're
this
is maybe
this is a
learning.
little advanced if you're learning for the most
Sure,
part. This is
sure.
not like how to cast a spell kind of stuff.
No, but I mean, if you're interested in judging, this is going to be something that you'd be
But like
interested in.
this is just one scenario, and like the formatting there is a little bit weird because I had to do it on a different computer than what he was projecting on. But this was a presentation that Jeff was doing. Jeff K. I can never pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
But he had a, what happens here? We both have Platinum Angels, and neither one of us are attacking. What happens in this situation? And there's cool, unique rules for this kind of stuff. And that's kind of the stuff that we cover. We go over, like, what happens when a player is being a real douche-tard, and, like, how to deal with them. That's what, like, a random situation generator is. So I dealt with a lot of the video coverage, recording it and uploading it, or not uploading it, but like setting it all up for David to upload, and that was very fun. That was very enjoyable for me.
Use some of that skill set that we use here.
Yes, exactly. It's some of this development with OBS and stuff. Yeah. I'm so proud.
I'm so proud of you.
And now we'll talk about.
We're gonna put 5 minutes on the clock.
Sure, it's 5 minutes on the clock. This week on Judge's Corner, we are talking about special actions. I don't know where the clock's at or if it's even going to appear. I found it. I found the clock. There it is.
It already rolled.
Yeah, I was saying on. Yeah. So we're talking about special actions. Special actions, you might not be aware of them, but you're doing them all the time. Playing a land for turn is actually a special action. If you've ever wondered, like, when you play a land, nobody can respond to you, right? Like, it's like I play for a land for turn. It's like, okay, I'm going to bullet you because you played that land. No, that doesn't work, and I'm pretty sure that at least 98, 99% of Magic players understand that.
I had a hard time learning that.
Did you really?
Yeah, because it didn't work like that before.
Did it not?
Previous
Magic. That I didn't know.
Not when I was a kid, but I was a fucking retard,
really
so
hurts.
who knows?
That was funny.
15.
So special actions are things like that. There are things that you can only do when you have priority, and sometimes in certain spots of your turn if you haven't already done them. So playing a land for turn, you can only do if you have priority. And if it's your turn and you haven't done one and it's during one of your main phases, that's that. There's a bunch of different special actions in the game. One that I would like to focus on today is good old Leonin Arbiter. And
my buddy calls him Leonin Arbiter.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
He's Greek, so sometimes...
Oh, he doesn't mean to say it? That's even better.
He's like, oh, Arbiter? That card's awesome. And I was like, oh.
Arbiter. I like it. So Leonin Arbiter is a 2-drop 2/2. He's a bear. But he has this ability that says players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 generic for that player to ignore this effect until end of turn. So a lot of people don't know this is a special action. This is only something that you can do when you have priority. So if somebody goes, I'm going to ghost quarter your land, and somebody has a Leonin Arbiter out, and you go, okay, that resolves. Okay, I'm going to pay Leonin Arbiter so that I can search. No, you're too far because you're already resolving the ability. In order to do or to activate or to use a special ability, you have to have priority. You don't have priority when in resolving something, when in the middle of resolving a spell or ability. Okay. And that's the important part that I want to put across here. It's like special actions require you to have priority. Leonin Arbiter, I would like to Field of Ruin your flipped search as Cancer, whatever the hell it's called. So good. And basically, like, would you like to pay 2 before that? It's like, oh, I'm going to let this resolve, and then I'll pay 2. You're out of order. And in this case, out of order sequencing is probably not going to save you, especially at competitive REL, because this is a unique thing. The Leonin Arbiter is something that kind of like makes judges pull their hair out. I love this card. I think it's fantastic, but it's a special game action. Another special game action that people don't really think about is Morph. So Morph says, and I'm going to use a Mega Morph example here because it was just one that I thought of from like Standard a couple years ago. You may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3. Turn it face up anytime for its Megamorph cost and put a +1/+1 counter. Megamorph and Morph are basically identical, except for when you Megamorph, the creature gets a +1/+1 in addition to being flipped over. Or transformed? No, flipped. It's flipped. Whatever. Yeah. The activation cost, the Megamorph of green and 1 on Den Protector when it's face down, that is the special action. You can't do that in the middle of resolving something, and you can't do it if it's your opponent's turn and they have priority. You need to have priority to activate these kind of special actions. So again, like people, we don't have so much Morph going on or Megamorph going on right now, but it's important to note. And I want to bring it up in particular because I also want to kind of segue into converted mana cost. Converted mana cost of a spell is always found in the top right-hand corner. You trying to get in there? You're not.
I'm not even close.
Not even close.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Is always, always, always found in the top right-hand corner of the card. When you want to know about the CMC, the converted mana cost, you ignore everything else on the card. You only care about what's in the top right-hand corner. Yes?
Rift Bolt.
Rift Bolt has a spend cost of 1 red. And I'll pull it up here because we can do that. We're going to definitely go over time. Rift Bolt has a suspend cost of 1 red, so that you can, instead of paying its mana cost, you can take this special action, which I believe, it's a special action. Special action, its ability, yeah. So you put it into exile with a time counter on it, and then at your upkeep, you remove a time counter. Once the last one has been removed, you can cast a spell without paying its mana cost. Its mana cost is that red and 2 that's found in the top right. Its CMC is 3. CMC is a formula. You take the symbols that appear in the top right and you convert them to a single number. You sum them all together.
Like an X spell.
Yes, X spell is important, and we're going to talk about one of those. So your Rift Bolt here always has a CMC of 3. Not red and 2, strictly the number 3. It is always the formula. It's the sum of the top right-hand corner. It doesn't matter if you suspended it or not. Good question, Josh. So now we're going to talk about X spells. And we actually had this one today during our Wednesday night cash prize event, where we had 42 today, which is just banging. Just good, man. Yeah. So Conflagrate has a flashback cost, which your brother asked me about today as well. Yep. So let's say that this is in our graveyard and we want to flash it back. Well, it says red, discard X spells. The thing about spells that have X on them is that X has to be the same all the way across the card, everywhere that it appears on the card. So if you discard 3 cards for the flashback, you go red, discard 3, X is locked in to be 3, and then when you ask, well, what's the converted mana cost? When you want the converted mana cost, you need to come up to the top right-hand corner. We don't care about any of this garbage down here. We care about this. And we say, well, what is X currently? Well, X is currently 3. So the converted mana cost, in this case, is going to be 3 plus 1, 7. Converted mana cost Conflagrate of X equals 3 is 7. And
God, that's a fucking mind melter.
It is. You cannot spell queller this when X is 3, even if it's flashback. Even if it's flashback. So the thing about X that I want to note is that the converted mana cost for an X spell in the top right hand corner is always going to be the X's are 0 if the spell is anywhere except for on the stack. If it's on the stack, it's the chosen number, and it's the chosen number across the card everywhere that X appears on it.
Every X is a 0 to me.
Every X is a 0. Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Mm-hmm. So, the last bit that we want to talk about here is Chalice of the Void. So, a lot of people are familiar with Chalice of the Void. It counters spells that are cast that have a CMC, a converted mana cost, equal to the number of... What are they? Void charge counters on them.
Charge counters?
Yes, charge counters.
Yeah, I should know this by heart since I play Burn and I'm always seeing chalices.
So, if we have a chalice that is on 1 and we cast a Conflagrate from our graveyard for X equals 1, then X is 1, this is 1 plus 1 plus 1, so this is 3, so chalice does nothing. If we Conflagrate for 0, we look at this. 0, 0, 1, 1. Counter. Good. Okay. The other cool thing about this is Chalice of the Void has this nifty little thing that if Chalice is on 0 and for some reason Morph becomes big, well, you're casting... I wonder if I can get back to it. Yeah, you're casting these Morph cards for 3, face down. But they go face down on the stack. When you look in the top right of a face down card on the stack, CMC doesn't... There's no symbols there. There's no symbols up in the corner. So it gets locked in as 0. A Chalice of the Void on 0 counters Morph spells.
That's so fucking cool.
I'm hoping that someday that really becomes good.
You literally blew my mind earlier when you talked about that. You're like, oh yeah, CMC is 0. I'm like...
CMC is 0. The Chalice will counter the morphed creature on the stack.
That's really wild.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool as shit.
So when you're... Anything that says CMC, you're always doing math. You're looking up in the top right-hand corner and nowhere else, and you're summing the symbols.
Yeah.
And again, special actions, you need to be having priority. Make sure that you have priority and you take your action before you start resolving something. There's no going back.
I think the thing that people struggle with the most is priority. That's the number one thing I struggle with the most, because I sometimes I don't even know how priority works, to be honest. I'm just like, can I do something right now? My opponent's like, listen.
Oh, priority is so. Priority is very important for the game to function, so we have a lot of rules around it that judges are aware of, and we can always figure out where we are in the turn by asking a handful of questions. Yeah. But players can do that too, and they don't even need to be as extreme about it. They can literally say, like, hold on a second, what part of your turn are we in? Are you casting this?
Are you passing priority?
And can I respond to this before this resolves?
Yeah. So like, here's me.
Can I do this before we do that?
This is always me. I'm looking at my hand. I'm like, Can I lightning bolt your face yet? Nope. Lightning bolt.
Oh, I'm gonna play my planeswalker. Oh shit! Wait.
Yep.
I'll activate my. Okay, bolt you. Shit, fake out, right?
I just always want to pump fakes like today that we got from some of the players online. Shit was great.
Oh, that's the other thing I forgot with special actions. Special actions, they don't use the stack. They use priority. Okay. So you can't respond to me paying for Leonin Arbiter. You can't respond to me unmorphing a creature unless it has a triggered ability. Okay. But you're responding to the triggered ability. You're not responding to me flipping it.
The +1/+1 Megamorph.
Yeah, you can't respond to that. So it flips and it immediately has that counter.
Is that how living weapons work?
I have no idea what the fuck a living weapon is. No, a living weapon is ETB, make a thing, equip.
Yeah.
But the reason that the 0/0s, the germs, don't die is because you don't have a state-based action check in between making it and equipping it.
God, what's it like to be a judge?
It's very interesting, especially when you get to have like very nuanced conversations about just in-depth gameplay.
What a good discussion today, man. This is the best Judges Corner almost.
Oh, thanks, dude. I'm so happy that you were literally here for it.
Yeah, it was interesting, so I want to stick around. Usually it's fucking...
Cat Jesus! Chris loves docking. Wow.
Chris does love docking.
I think Kitty Guru is Bree, my judgeling.
Okay, yeah.
She's upset that I didn't take photos when I was at the judge conference. I forgot. I was busy. I was literally running around with multiple computers through different rooms, setting up new cameras. It was great. It was very enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. Okay, so now that we're done with Judge's Corner, we have a very special segment for you this week.
We told you about it last week.
We did mention it.
We don't want you guys to miss out on all the fun I had.
This seriously fucking hurts. But this week, we have Kesha's Corner. I should have made a thing because I could have got her name and everything. It could have been fucking great.
All right, put 2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock? I don't think that's enough, but okay, I'll put 2 minutes on the clock. All right. 2 minutes on the clock. Clock starts meow.
Meow. All right, so this past weekend I was in Indianapolis, so it's just we're just banging out Indy, just Indy after Indy after Indy. It's a great place. I highly recommend going there. I was at the Ruoff. I'm trying to not put extra vowels.
The Roofie.
I was in the Roofie Home Mortgage Music Center. So
Roofies are bad. Okay.
I went a little overboard.
Overboard.
I thought that when you go to a Kesha concert, that you're supposed to dress up and you're supposed to get in costume just like at Gen Con. I figured, what would be better than me putting on some angel wings and maybe a little pink top hat that I got from the Walmart.
Did you get that thing?
I got that from Walmart.
Why the hell is that at Walmart?
Look at that thing. That thing's great.
Oh, dude, you want to see that thing? I'll show you that thing. I think it's this one. Yeah.
So now, listen. Let me talk about this first. So this picture is really cool. So the people that were running it actually walked up to us and they're like, "Hey, we need you to take a picture because we had VIP, whatever." And so they're like, "Can you take a picture for us?" And this is my sister-in-law here, Katie. It's my wife's sister. So she's super great. This was her birthday present from her husband, and we got to go see Cash. Love her.
Cash is awesome.
Yep. And so I figured, why not take my shirt off? Why not put some angel wings on?
Glitter in the
they're
beard.
My Little Ponies. But yeah, and I was just like, just throw glitter everywhere, just all over me. And so this guy says, "Can we take a picture of you guys? It's great. We're gonna put it on our link." So they linked us, and then my sister-in-law tagged us in it. It was pretty cool. But the guy says to us, can you guys take a picture? And I was like, sure. And they were like, show me fierce.
Show me fierce.
Show me fierce. I looked at him. I turned around. This was like one of 3 pictures. I turned around and I said, I don't know how to do fierce. I have a wife.
I have a wife. She beats me.
Yeah, so everybody there thought that I didn't have a wife. Maybe I
Right.
had a husband.
Right.
Which is cool. The LGBTQ,
Yeah.
TQ,
Yeah.
they have a huge community there, which is really cool. There was 16,000 people there.
But nobody dressed up.
It was great. There was a ton of pride flags there.
Look at all these
A lot of
normies.
support. Yeah, a lot of support. Yeah, so like if you take a look at the crowd, this was the concert itself. If you take a look at the crowd, like Indianapolis, they don't get lit.
I wonder if I can make this.
They just,
look at that.
and so I thought I was supposed to get lit, and I overdressed for the party. So
I think you were very brave, man. I don't think I could have pulled that off. I would have liked to I would have worn the wings with you or something like that, but I don't think I could have done it with my shirt off or whatever.
So like for me, I'm 35. I'm a fat old guy. I'm married. I don't care. Like whatever, right? So, but it made my sister-in-law's entire birthday. She had a blast. So I don't regret doing it.
Oops.
I think I had to pretty much did a photo shoot. I was glitter bombing everybody.
Look at that beard, baby.
Yeah, the beard's just
Look at that beard.
Beard's on fleek.
Yeah, she had fun.
Yeah, we had a blast. So
I'm legitimately jealous too, because like I do think that Kesha is pretty bomb. She's got a lot of
cool,
positive
man.
energy, and that's
She's
super
cool,
fun.
yeah.
So I'm glad that your trip went really well, and I'm glad that you got into character for
also,
him.
I want to tell you that Macklemore was there.
Dude, yeah, that's cool.
No, that wasn't cool.
You don't like Macklemore?
No one likes Macklemore.
I like 3 Macklemore songs. I got the balls to admit it.
But listen, until you see
Bitch.
him, Macklemore was
Oh,
awesome.
isn't he like? Oh, he's cool when you see him.
Yes,
Oh, you like him now?
I loved him.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, so we were doing like we were getting drinks at one of the things, and we were at the drink shack for like the 3rd time getting doubles, and we had two guys and a girl come up to us, and they're like, "Oh my God, we love your outfits. Take a picture with us." And I'm like, "Sweet."
I don't have any of those.
So
man.
no, you're not going to see those. And
Too
so
bad.
we took pictures, and I was like, "Listen, guys, please don't tell anybody."
don't tell the people.
Yeah, I was like, "I like Macklemore," and they were like, "Yeah, we were not excited for him, but they were like, he was great," and I was like, "Yeah, fuck me."
I think he's a very energetic guy as well. He seems like a good entertainer.
He was nuts, man. He was a great entertainer. Like everybody there was, even the opener was a great entertainer.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so it was cool.
I'm jelly.
Yeah, but so that's Kesha's Corner for the week. I don't know if we'll ever do Kesha's Corner again.
I hope so. Maybe we'll go to a catch the thing next year.
Fuck, I hope to God. It was a blast.
Great. Okay, back to Magic. Let's get back to Magic.
All right,
Shit.
so every single week we go over MTGO standings online because not only do we want to give you guys a brief outlook on what's going on with because there's like a lot of new decks. So like really like one of the decks that has been popping off on online in Modern has been Spirits. It started taking off online. So that's actually, again, we like to segue into like what we do each week on Magic Afternoon that happens at 1:30. So you guys can check that out. That's on our Twitch page, and then we upload it to YouTube every week. So if you don't get to watch it if you're at work and whatnot, then follow us the following day.
We almost got beat by a guy that was playing a really crazy nuanced deck that was at work.
Yeah,
he was at work. He was fucking kicking our ass.
Yeah, it was
this
like
is our spirit deck.
Mono blue bottle cloister.
Yes, bridge. Milieu out plan with Ipnu Rivulet and what's the get the land back? Just got reprinted artifact.
I don't know.
Something of Worlds, Crucible of Worlds. But yeah, that's the deck. This is the deck we played today.
Yeah. So this is our list that we played.
Oh my god!
I got him.
Oh my
I got
god!
him.
Fucking terrified!
I got him.
Holy shit!
So yeah, we played this deck today, and
Oops, that's the wrong segment. My bad.
We had a lot of fun. Again, what we talked about earlier is we made some punts. But
I made punts.
no, it's fine. So every single week, Chris is a judge, so that means he's awful at Magic.
Bad.
I used to be this good at Magic. So again, when we come together, we're able to actually
we have 2
dock
day
our
twos
knowledge.
between us.
Yeah, we're able to dock our knowledge, our Magic knowledge, and we actually get some wins in. Like last week, we went 3-1.
Would have gone 4-1.
Yeah, we bugged our league bugged out, so
and it never fixed. We should have talked about that. We'll talk about it quick because I'm pissed about it. We contacted Wizards on multiple different avenues, and they couldn't do anything for us. So we had to drop the fucking league.
Yeah, so
we tried 5-6 days later to finish the thing, and it gave us the same error.
Yeah,
it was bullshit.
Yeah, so if you're online, so the way when I was a kid, or even in my early 20s, if my friends and I, if we had a Magic question. Back in my day, what we could do is we could get on our phone and we could call the Wizards hotline.
Oh my god, you could call them?
It was fucking sweet. And so you would just be like, hey, I'm trying to pass priority to my buddy, but I don't even know what the fuck priority is. So then they would be like, listen here, little retard, Timmy.
Damn it, Timmy.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? And so, but we always got, these super professional, great guys that were like, it's okay.
Wizards does hire good people.
Oh, they were great. So they would be like, listen, don't worry about thinking that you guys are stupid here. They would always lay it down for you. You're not dumb here. What you need to do is do this. And I would say, okay, thanks a lot. Sorry for the dumb question. And you know what they would you know what they would tell me?
What?
They're like, yeah, listen, I still will never forget this. The guy was like, listen, man, I get paid to answer Magic questions all day.
That's pretty cool.
And I was just like...
Where was that part of the judge program?
Yeah, that guy's sweet. And so, yeah, getting a hold of Wizards is really, really tough. And so the feedback that I got back was M19 just came out. Yeah, it's been a week, but you're in the queue, so hold on tight. So it's kind of a bummer. So...
What?
Yeah, they were just like, hey... Just wait your turn, bub.
All right, I'm tilted. Let's move on before it's tilting more. So
competitive Modern League.
Decks on top.
Yeah, we want.
You want me to go to Modern?
Well, you could start with Pauper.
I was gonna say there's this much better format right over here. It's called Pauper.
Don't click on it. We've never clicked on it. Please don't click on it.
And we never will.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna be like, I'm gonna click on it.
Click it. Okay, so Modern. We're gonna find your deck in here. Nope, don't see it.
No, we're
Should
not.
Be right there on top.
No, we're not.
So what is doing well here? Goblins. I'm in Modern, right?
You are in Modern.
The fuck?
Yeah. So Goblins is actually also again.
It's really scary.
Well, with Skirk Prospector, again these new cards like from M19, these things that are showing up. That's the reason that Spirits is showing an uptick.
Dude, Spirits is great.
Because the new 2-drop Spirit that
Phantasmal.
Spirit Lord?
Yeah, Spirit Lord and Storm Lords.
Storm Lord.
We Josh coined a phrase today that I don't think anyone's ever used. I finally got the splinter out of my finger.
Storm Lord.
It's called Storm Lord. So
like playing Storm,
Brawl and Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah.
Those are like lords, but they're lords for your storm spells.
Storm Lord.
Storm Lord.
Trademark.
Very cool.
2018.
Yeah.
So
Phantasm, Supreme Phantom.
Supreme Phantom.
Phantom.
So whenever new sets come out, you're gonna see a rise in again these tribal decks. So if all these people that again people love tribal, they love it, they want to play it.
I hate tribal.
When all the new fish came out, those fish people.
Those fish people spreading seas.
Yeah, so they want to see. They want to see new decks with fish in it.
We could have talked about it as soon as if I would just scroll down one more.
Yeah.
You want to test the new.
Yeah, you want to test the new stuff. So that's why you're going to see the ups and downs, and then hopefully the deck does well.
Warriors. I'm waiting on the card that pushes Warriors into Modern.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I really enjoy that.
When I go through bulk,
tribe.
I have to pick Warriors. So many Warriors, just because it's casual. It's casual gold.
Yep.
People love it.
This is not a dredge deck as I thought it was.
Kragenwick, Cremator. Ooh.
When this thing comes into play, discard a card at random. If you discard a creature card this way, this thing deals damage equal to that card's power to target player.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Fauna Shaman allows you to go and get the creatures to put them in your hand. Galta.
What the fuck is this deck? I've never seen it 5-0 to daily.
What? Fucking Steel Leaf.
Look at me.
Sirach.
Or.
Roll Smite.
Where's Through the Breach?
And there's an Eldritch evolution, so you kill something and go get the bigger stuff.
Why isn't Through the Breach in here for a
It should
secondary
just. I
win
feel like it
con?
should just be Through the Breach.
Well, no, it should be Through the Breach. Kragenwick Cremator.
Yes. Kragenwick Cremator.
Kragenwick Breach.
Holy shit. Kragen Breach.
Kragen Breach.
Kragen Breach. It sounds like some kind of like
Trademark.
like Black Ops kind of like move.
Yeah.
We're gonna Kragen Breach on 3.
Kragen Breach. Kick the door down.
What else we got? In fact, this is the hotness, right?
Yeah. So again, next week, most likely we're gonna probably 95%.
95.
We're gonna be playing Infect, and so that's another thing I want to talk about.
Infect is low on. Oh no, Infect is high. Never mind.
Yeah,
Infect is high.
you know,
Tron's low.
If you guys see this, maybe you're new to the show or whatever, you can go and join our group. It's a Michigan-based group, and we have a poll right now. We may do polls every single week.
Polls seem good. Polls are a good way to interact with the community.
Chris loves polls. So so
Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
you stepped right into that.
What happened here?
Yeah, so our group is Mom's Basement Games, of course, and you get to see my chubby little beautiful face there,
What
my
happened
sweet
here?
beard. What happened here?
Everything's moved.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. So scroll down.
Why? What's
So
happening here?
you're able to see our poll. We already brought that up earlier.
Here's my poll. Let me
That's
lay
not
it.
Chris's poll.
Let me lay it out for you.
So what we have here is
Jump on it.
Infect is at the top. I can't say poll anymore. It's unreal. Infect is at the top of our poll.
Infect is at the top of the poll. We keep no flags there.
Yeah, so we are most likely going to play on Magic Afternoon next week when we stream Moto. We're going to play Infect.
I think I'm going to try and find time to test Affinity too, because I've never played Affinity because it's just a lot of math, and I don't enjoy doing math when I play Magic.
I know. Combat math are hard.
Are
Very
hard.
hard.
I want to look at. Let's just see. What the fuck? Wait a second. What the fuck? Oh, it's Sundering Titan. No, it's not. What the fuck is this? What's the land base?
Oboro
No,
place in the clouds.
it's a weird
It's
Tron.
just
It's a weird Tron list.
It's Mono Blue Tron.
Oh, does it have? Yeah, Mindslaver. Okay, you're right. No spirits. Is this spirits? Here's spirits. There's a 5-0 spirits
Yeah, of
list.
course. So spirits again. Zoom in on Spirit Phantom, please.
For Supreme Phantom?
Spirit Phantom.
Sure.
So this is that M19
Damn it.
card that we
Hold on,
keep
I'm gonna
talking
zoom
about.
in and then do that. Whoa! You keep talking.
This is the card that we keep talking about, and this card's just really good. It's got a 3-butt.
Quickly becomes a 4-butt.
Yeah. So like when you turn the corner, like if you're like turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Rattle Chains, turn 3 Flash in Supreme Phantom, or like you flash in at the end of turn if you have 3 mana, you flash in the other Flying Lord, which is Drug Skull Captain.
yes.
So you flash in Drug Skull Captain.
Drogi.
And then you go double Supreme Phantom. Like, there's really no deck right now that can beat that curve aggro wise. And
Yep.
plus, the thing that really takes this deck over the top is the flying aspect of it.
Yes, every fucking threat, including the bird, which was very relevant earlier
We
today.
won an entire round on the back of a Birds of Paradise.
Yep.
Because they played a bridge, they locked us out.
Yep.
And we were able to play Noble Hierarch, then we were able to play another Noble, and then we were able to Phantasmal Image it. Mm-hmm. So we were able to get 3 Exalted Triggers for our Birds of Paradise and just keep beating down until we got there. So this deck, a lot of it's in the sideboard. The deck's really cool. We were really impressed with it today, and
I watched somebody make a Phantasmal Image into their opponent's Reality Smasher.
Sure,
and
he's
then
just so versatile. It's
fucking nuts.
It's great. So, so if you guys are trying to find a new deck, go back, maybe watch our video if you want to see Chris and I punt a little bit. But it was good. Like
It was
had some good
good,
rounds.
but
We
it
had
was
some good
still
rounds.
punty. I definitely had a couple tilts too, where I'm just like, this is, and it wasn't so much that I had misplayed. Like I was frustrated that I misplayed, but I was more frustrated with like, this isn't entertaining. This match is bad looking, but it turned out good. It turned out good. So now we want to look at sealed block PTQ.
Don't you ever click on that.
Dude, there's not even any like good standard. Like there's just competitive standard league. So we can just look at Legacy real fast.
Yeah, I love looking at Legacy. This is super exciting.
Oh, what the fraggle? Okay.
Yeah, it's just right there. Oh,
Eldrazi.
No. Eldrazi is at the top. This deck's so fucking good.
It is good. It is good.
Oh, whoa, scroll back up.
Whoa.
Basalt Monolith?
The Monolith of Basalt.
Whoa, I've never seen this in a list. I never seen it.
I guess it kind of makes sense because he's also got Ulamog.
Ooh, hey, scroll over Leyline of the Void. We're talking about that in finance.
This. Yes, coming up.
Oh man, this card is just out of control.
This card is just on the path for a reprint. Moving on.
It's so good.
We'll get some of the Leyline soon enough. So then we got taxes, which I love. Let me some taxes. Do they have the new 3-drop? That searches for a creature, goes like 4 deep. Nope, I don't see it.
No, I don't think they're gonna play
Bugler.
That. Yeah, the Bugler.
Is that what it's called?
Yep, he's got a Bugler.
He's got those things on his those chips on his fingers.
Yeah,
they're bugles, Josh. Thank you so much.
Helping
my joke land.
It was a good dad joke.
You're just like, yeah.
It was a good dad joke. We got Reanimator, Eldrazi. Yeah, so show and tell. So all your basic bitch shit.
It's good to see a bunch of different things, though, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a Delver.
Nibble
oh, no!
Loose.
The goose is loose!
The goose is loose.
It's not, people. Stop.
It's 5-0. No, it's
Stop.
not 5-0, but it took 7th place in the challenge.
Stop.
What took 8th place? Yeah, that's fine. It's got to be piloted by a really good... Oh, my
More taxes.
God.
Taxes
How
everywhere,
much?
baby.
How many
taxes?
How
everywhere.
many taxes are there going to be?
If it's not lands, it better be taxes at this point.
All right.
And quick through standard, because it's just going to be some black-red.
Yeah, just going to be like a bunch of like goblin chain.
Here's some red, here's some black. It's got a blue Scarab God and an Eldest Reborn.
Blue
How the
spirit,
fuck do you... Okay, Aether Hub.
This is
Field
cool.
of... What the fuck is this mana base? This is... Wow. That's shocking.
Oh, that's shocking.
You got there. Wow. White Angel Monstrous. This is a cool thing. This is something that I can recommend to people to like build into standard right now and continue to tweak as we get more cards and we get rotation and stuff like that. This is a very cool deck to start on. That's cool. Green red monsters. Fucking Metalwork Colossus crushed some people. That's so disappointing. I'm so sorry, guys. Paradox Engine.
No interaction.
Hope everybody knows. And then blue-white weird stuff? Yeah, oh, this is the cycle? Yeah, this is the cycling deck. Okay, so online standard is all over the fucking place.
Yeah, it is. It's just all casual shit.
Well, it's not. I mean, these are known competitive decks or whatever, but like they don't perform after 5 rounds. So you have your 15-round opens and GPs and shit like that.
These are not the decks you're going to see.
A bunch of these decks don't make it all the way because they just aren't consistent enough.
Ooh, they're playing Arugula's Bloodfast.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to get that back. Josiah. Oh, damn it! I mentioned him again. Josiah has my Arugula's Bloodfast.
Nice.
So okay. We'll pull everybody back over here because I think it's...
So the next thing that we want to talk about after standings, MTGO standings, is the new set release, and we've got some spoilers from Commander 18.
We just had fucking spoiler season, and now we're in spoiler season again.
Yeah, like so. I guess it's just a never-ending cycle of spoiling cards, which is really good because Wizards of the Coast they gotta make monies.
But like I'm the kind of Magic player, I like some downtime. I want to enjoy my new stuff.
Yeah,
like constantly
you want to brew.
Yeah, constantly getting beat over the head with hey, here's new stuff. Hey, here's new stuff. Here, it makes it not feel special anymore.
You want to feel special.
I want to feel special. Can you make me feel? Moving on. So, this is the Commander 2018 stuff that comes out. Is it early August? Mid-August?
I don't care.
Comes out in August. There's
make
cool
it
stuff
up.
in here.
There actually is.
It comes out in August of 5 years from now. Prove me wrong. Where's the? Hold on. Change my mind.
Change my mind. It's coming out in 5 years. Change his mind. So.
Rash says that he thinks that it's on the 10th of August.
8/10. Yeah.
A couple days before my brother's birthday.
Nice.
We gotta get a new Commander League in
All right,
place.
so let's look at some of the, I guess some of the highlights. These are some cards that people locally have been getting excited about.
Damn it doesn't get any bigger. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I just want to look at this art real quick. I don't care what the card does.
It's the face holding a face.
Oh, that's so facist.
That's an enigma.
Okay. What am I looking for
All right,
here,
so the first thing
Josh?
that we want to talk about is Xantcha.
What color is Xantcha?
It's multicolor.
Oh, this is the sweet black-red card that could be a good finisher in Legacy for some decks. This is her.
Yep.
Okay. Xantcha, Sleeper Agent, which is a callback to
Zoom
the...
out one more.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's too far. To
Yep.
the Cabal and their Sleeper Agents.
It's a minion, which is cool.
Excuse me.
Kids love minions. My daughter does.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
So, 3 mana, you get a 5/5. Pretty crazy. Legendary creature minion, great as your commander because she's legendary.
Yep.
As she enters the battlefield, you choose an opponent. An opponent of your choice gains control of her.
I choose you.
So you cast her, I gain control of
Yep, I
her.
choose you.
That seems awesome. Thanks for giving me a 5/5. That's cool. She attacks each combat if able and can't attack its owner.
Haha, can't attack
or
me. Fuck you.
Planeswalk. What the fuck?
Can't
So
attack
like in
me.
a 1v1 situation here,
They'll...
this card can't do anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, it can because it's activated ability.
3 generic mana, the Xantcha controller, I control, you own, I control,
Control.
loses 2 life, and you draw a card. Any player may activate this ability. So, I can activate this ability myself, and I'll lose 2 life because I control her, and I'll draw a card, but you can also activate it, and then I lose 2 life, and you draw a card. Pretty fucking crazy. I
Yeah.
can see this being great in Legacy, like your 3 color,
Grixis
yeah.
control. Yeah.
And you're just like, okay,
That's what Air Miyake was talking about.
if you resolve that, the only way to get it off the board is to like Jace bounce it
Well, yeah, because you're just like,
or to shoot it. You have to
You're like-
spend your own removal.
take this, and then I'm going to start blasting your face off.
This seems really good, but I want to point out, because we don't want to get crazy here, it's very swordsable, it's very pathable, and it's very pushable.
Yeah.
So-
I'd push up on this
So
thing.
so people are like, oh well, it's under, you're putting it under their control. So but like it's, if you think about it, like you just cast it and you put a 5/5 on your side of the board, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to use my removal on it. That's still going to happen. She's heavy lore Phyrexian. Yeah, dude, this is super cool.
Yeah, well, you can see the Phyrexian Tower in the background. You see it?
Yep.
That's pretty sweet.
She's a sleeper agent. She's gonna go in and infiltrate your ass.
Well, she's taking a nap right till she kills you.
Yeah, this card is super cool.
Yeah, this card's real cool.
It seems fun in Commander too, because it gets a
Well-
little political, and you're like, okay, listen, you attack me with that thing, I'll block with my 6 power thing. We'll get it off the board. Nobody has to fucking deal with it
So
anymore.
the thing that I like talking
And then you
about,
don't.
yeah, the thing that I like talking about with Commander spoilers is that these are Legacy playable crossovers. Not a lot of times, like a whole lot of things don't make it into Legacy.
Or Vintage.
Yeah, but I don't know what'd you say?
That's this format that has these, like, I think that there's some 0-drop artifacts in there.
Why would you talk about Vintage?
I don't, like,
It's like talking about Pauper.
there was a Black Lotus Achieva.
Good comeback.
Thank you.
All right, so the next one we want to talk about is Geode? Is that how you say that?
Geode. That's the
Golem?
colorless dude, yeah?
He is colorless.
This guy's really
There he is.
cool. This is good. This is good judge segment here too.
Oh, baby.
So Geo Golem, yeah, he's just a bunch of fucking rocks. He is 5 mana for a 5/3 artifact creature golem. He has trample. Whenever he deals combat damage, has to be combat damage, to a player, you may cast your commander from the command zone without paying its mana tax. So I think it was like 2, maybe 3 episodes ago, we talked about casting a spell. Bree, listen up. This is going to be on the test. So this card even mentions it. And I've gotten multiple questions about, like, do I still have to pay the commander tax? Commander tax in the game of Magic is an additional cost. Right there at the end of the Geo Golem has some reminder text. You still pay additional cost. You don't pay the mana cost, which are the symbols that appear in the top right-hand corner of the card. It's not just a number, it's the actual blue, green, 5, that kind of thing. You don't pay that. you have to pay the additional commander tax, which is still fucking good. You got to connect with this guy. Has to be combat damage.
7 steps of casting a spell.
Yeah. But you could ramp out to this guy and then hit somebody and then play like a Progenitus on like turn 3 or 4 in commander.
Oh, I didn't even think about that because it's got trample commander damage.
Get a fucking Progenitus
What the fuck?
off
I didn't even read this thing. I just blew my own mind.
I just blew my own mind. Progenitus, as you can see, is a 10 costing creature. He is a 10/10 that costs 2 of each of the 5 colors. He has protection from fucking everything. It's got an errata. It's got an errata. It doesn't say protection. It says protection from fucking everything. If it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal it, shuffle it into its owner's library. You just put it back in the command zone or whatever. Yeah. But you could hit with the Geo guy and then play this guy for free. You could have your 10/10 protection from everything on the board.
Oh, I didn't think about how good
for
this
free.
This is an uncommon.
This is an uncommon.
What?
But it's an uncommon like in a set deck. There's only one of them.
I know. This card's so unreal.
This card's really cool. You can do some really gross things depending on what kind of commanders. And there's all kinds of expensive commanders out there that you can use this guy to abuse.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not going to make a legacy crossover or vintage or pauper.
It just doesn't even do anything there.
It's an uncommon.
Yeah. Well, Papa. Don't you fucking talk about
You can't
Papa.
play it in Papa.
The Papa.
Oh, you can't play it in Papa.
He's got trample, so it's a little easier. This is true.
Sean.
This is true, but you got to be quick. 7 steps of casting a spell. Very good. Sean Porter does not approve.
Sean,
Josh,
I love you.
you know who plays Progenitus, you bastard. All right, and then our next. Oh, I love Novak.
Yeah, so our next one is Lord Winggrace, and he is a multicolored creature.
This is the Jund commander.
Lord.
He's not a Queecha. He's not a Queecha.
Oh, he's a planeswalker.
He walks the plains.
Oh, so my brother was talking about this because he said that Jund is gonna see a little bit
more commander play.
Yeah, more commander play because this thing's pretty cool. So first of all, it's a Windgrace.
Yeah, it's Jund, so
it's an obvious cat. So I'm not sure what Windgrace actually means in the lore.
This is apparently, I didn't know this either.
That's a fucking cat.
I knew
that's a goddamn. Why didn't they just put Legendary Planeswalker dash fucking cat?
This is a Marvel character. This is Black Panther. Just like moving. Okay.
Oh,
so apparently in the lore, and I didn't know this, or I did, but somebody had to point it out to me because I didn't get it. Lord Windgrace is one of the original. I think they were called Titans. They were the chosen ones of Urza, like his original band of merry men that went around and fucked up the multiverse. There you are, my friend. So Lord Windgrace is a green, red, black, 2 generic legendary planeswalker that can be used as your commander. He comes in with 5 loyalty. He goes +2. Discard a card, then draw a card.
Okay.
If a land card was discarded this way, draw an additional card. So you're getting late game. You've already done your ramp and shit like that, and it's very common commander to do that kind of stuff. You go, okay, I'm going to plus discard this extra land card, lose 1 card, draw 2. Seems great, especially since his loyalty goes immediately to 7. -3, return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Flat. This infers untapped for a lot of things.
Ooh.
You return them from the graveyard to the battlefield. So for -3, you ramp that turn 2 mana that you can use right away.
Yeah, or if you're in green-black and you're like mulching and just
putting
a bunch
Cabal
of shit in your
Coffer, Urborg.
Yeah, you're just going to be able to, or what's the thing that I have 3 of right now? I can't even fucking, the Cradle. Got a bunch of Cradles.
Yes, you should have Cradles. Not a bunch of cradles. You should have a cradle. Cradle is fucking great. So the other cool thing about this is it's also in another popular commander's colors. It's in the Gitrog monster. So let me pull up the Frog Daddy.
People were talking about good old Frog Dad in this card. They were excited for it. Get Rod. Man, you're just all about getting rods tonight, aren't you?
That's fucking funny.
You're just like this.
What does Sean say? Sean says, "Please look over the Legends too, because this set is so cool and offers a lot of interesting new commanders." We'll see.
Yeah, we don't have time for all that, Sean.
We can maybe do it next week when we have all the commanders.
But hey, listen, I know the Kesha show got you worked up. There was a lot of LGB stuff going on, and you're just
get Rod.
You're always doing the get Rods,
dude.
right now.
I'm getting wrecked as you fucking wrecked me.
I've wrecked you multiple times.
So
during this.
Gearrock Monster cares about lands going to your graveyard. So it's literally whenever one or more lands are put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. So if you go Lord Windgrace plus discard a land, you draw 3 cards. 2 off of him and 1 off the frog. It's fucking value town. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's really good.
And I think it's a good card to spec on. I've already seen it going up I think it's up like $1.50, maybe $2. However, Mr. Ryan Scozen pointed out to us today that we don't have we don't know what's all in these decks yet. It's very possible that a Get Rog monster appears in this deck, and so you're just purchasing ones for no reason or value. So wait till you see the full list. Then if you need your pieces, jump on them. Have a good idea of mine and what you want to get.
You need your pieces, jump on
it. You're
so right.
So -11 destroy up to 6 target non-land permanents, then create 6 2/2 green cat warrior creature tokens with Forest Walk.
Nice.
So
that's a Terrastodon-esque thing that's going on there. It's like
so he goes 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you plus him 3 turns. On the 4th turn, you could hit the ultimate if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Cool. I can't remember the name of the card, but there's a card that's played in Commander as like a green removal spell. It turns the permanent into a forest with no other abilities. So that fits in here perfect. It's like I said, it's a green enchantment, and then it gives all of your cat warriors Forest Walk. You're like, oh, get this thing off the fucking way and Forest Walk you.
So here's the thing too about Commander. If people that are watching are playing, if they play fair Commander,
Commander,
fair
fun.
Sure, I don't really know how to play fun or fair Commander because I play blue all the time in Commander. I can't play a deck without blue except for dinosaurs, which is very cool. But yeah, this is going to bring a new power level. I think to Commander if they continue to make really strong things that don't have blue in it to where you're breaking the game.
Yes.
So it's cool that they're, again, like you said, they keep coming out with new cards, but I mean, they're making strong Commander cards because they know that they can make Commander is that format where they can't do anything too crazy because it could breach into Legacy, so they have to be a little bit careful. But those fat body 5 CMC, those fat body girls,
fat bottom girls,
but those fat bodies, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, those can't really breach into Legacy, so they can make that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I like what they're doing. I don't have anything against Wizards right now, man.
Don't you put them on top. Don't you fucking do it.
I won't. But they're doing solid things right now. I'm proud of these guys. All right, so let's move on.
I'm going to move on, but Sean Porter will answer his thing. He says, don't forget you can also get Dark Depths and Thespian Stage as well. I'm not sure, but I think Dark Depths is banned in Commander, buddy.
It's not.
It's not?
No, it's not good enough. You just make a 20/20.
I just want to...
That's not
just
good.
Okay, see, it's banned in Modern. See, that's exactly what I said. Moving on.
Oh, you said Modern?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay,
I thought... Fucking almost covered my tracks, though.
Are you fucking with me?
You fucking with me?
Are you fucking with me?
Put your fucking fork in my sauce.
Put sauce. All right, so this is totally the thing that I was looking forward to the most. It's usually local yokels, but tonight it's not. In 2 weeks we're going to be playing Arcadis the Strategist.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, the Strategist.
I just know Arcadis. Everybody says Arcadis.
He thinks before he Pac-Mans. Look at this fucking art. Hold on, I gotta zoom in on this a little bit.
Yeah, the art is super dope.
Look at that fucking art. It's a dragon playing an arcade machine, and he looks bored as shit.
He's like,
this is not challenging.
No, listen, he's like, I'm probably gonna win this match because I have a big ass.
Nice.
Yeah, so
fat bottom dragons.
2 weeks on Magic Afternoon, we are going to play Arcadis. I'm probably gonna start the poll in about 5 days.
Yeah.
But what we really want to do is we want to take this list that we had, which is always a Saffron Olive or...
Dude, MVP Seth, better known as Saffron Olive.
You do it every week. I love it. So we're going to look at his budget list. There's been several budget lists out there, but again, we're not looking to do budget lists, and there's no one... You're not going to find any 5-0 dailies that are going to be running this list. There's just nothing out there yet. So we're going to have to do our best to get the community involved. to find a upgraded Arcadis list that we can go into a 5-0 daily with, like a tournament, and not look awful.
Shit, you're right. I thought there was going to be a modern list in here that we could upgrade. You're right. There is not a modern list.
So,
oh, this is why this fucking card keeps going up. Okay. All creatures get -X, -O, where X is the number of cards in your hand. He draws a bunch of cards, and you want to like stay alive, so you weaken everybody else's shit, and you hit them with your butt.
Yeah, it's commander.
I keep seeing this thing go up, and I did not understand why.
That's why we keep saying bant that ass up.
Bant
so
bant
that's
that
what
ass
we're gonna
up.
call it.
Call me Big Daddy when you bant that ass up.
You know, hopefully you guys out there can help us pull together a modern list for this. You know, we're gonna really have to get some outreach here, because I'm gonna take probably at least 6 hours out of one of my days to really sit down and talk to people about, okay, which direction do I go? I mean, there's gonna be a lot of obvious things like, oh, just play Noble Hierarch because you're in Bant.
What's the blue-white 4-drop wall?
Blue-white 4-drop wall?
There's a blue-white 4-drop wall that I think flies and has Defender, obviously. I think
yeah.
And then there's obviously
it's got Shroud.
Wall of Omens as well.
Sure, but we have
and
to...
Selfless Spirit.
Yes, so... No.
Yes! You said yes!
No.
You said yes.
We're in Bant colors, so we're gonna have to... ramp. That's all we can do. He's a 4-drop, you know? And he's legendary, so... it's going to be much like running Doran, but it's going to be better because it's actually got some reach.
Dude.
Not just because he's got flying and vigilance.
Birds and Noble Hierarchs are great with this guy, right?
Yeah, so we're going to play 4 Nobles and we're going to play 2 Birds.
Yes.
That's going to be
walls.
That's going to be our start.
And
we can play that 0/4 wall that you can neg. And then
the Wall of Roots.
Wall of Roots.
Yeah, it's -1, -O. It's a weird counter.
Yeah.
Its butt stays big.
It does. So
it stays big.
Yeah. So
wait, maybe it's -1, -O. Wait a second.
It's minus. No, it's minus.
It wouldn't make sense for it to be -1, -O. It has to be.
Don't leave Arcadis.
I'll be back.
Okay. Wall of Roots.
Yeah, -1, -O, because it's got a die. Ooh, it's an 05.
Oh, it's so good.
It's got a big old butt.
Yeah, it's sweet. So this is the really cool part about
Wall of Denial. Thank you, Sean Porter.
Wall
Sorry,
of Denial's
continue.
Great. It's a 0/8 flying defender
with Shroud. Holy fuck!
It's insane. I'm just waiting for that card to spike to like. There's so many printings, but
there's so many
for it to go to like $3.
It'll be up like 500%. It's done it in the past.
Yeah.
It's done it in the past.
So here we've got whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. For those of you that don't know, don't follow Arcadis because maybe you don't play Commander.
You don't follow Arcadis. This is a weird sentence. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So if you don't follow the spoilers and you haven't seen Arcadis, that's what I was trying to say. Excuse me. Each creature you control, a Defender, assigns combat damage. Again, it's the claws of Doran. Which in the past, years past, people have tried to make Doran deck and it just doesn't work. It's just so beyond fringe playable that you just it's not a serious
It kept
deck.
getting slower and slower too is the other problem.
Yeah, so now this guy's a 4-drop, but again, you have all this ramp, you have all this defense, and you have blue, so you have access to counter spells.
I think this is going to be one where we're also going to need a secondary win con, because if we don't have Arcadis, we don't have a way to hit our opponent.
Correct. So there's going to be, again, we're going to need outreach from the people.
Yes.
The people are going to have to feed us this time.
Yes.
The information and the knowledge. And we're not trying to break this card in Modern. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen.
This is our fun deck week.
Yes, this is fun deck week. This is, let's go 2-3 or let's go 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go 3-2 in the daily with this thing. I want to play against some serious decks, and I want to crush some souls with this thing.
Sure.
So.
Okay. So that's Arcadis. Arcadis is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And so you guys can find us at Mom's Basement Games on YouTube. We've got 95 subscribers.
Holy shit! We're 5 off of being able to make that a full URL. If you haven't already, hit follow on Twitch. This is the first place you can get it. We always send out notifications for when we go live, and we try to do our show at least once a week. on Wednesday at 1:30 is our latest start time.
1:30 p.m. Yeah.
On Wednesday, and then
good.
we do Magic After Dark, which is Thursday morning at 1:30 a.m. at our latest start time. So, and if you miss any of these, you can't make it live week after week, then you check us out on YouTube, Mom's Basement Games. As Josh said, there's 95 subscribers right now.
We're doing it.
5 more pushes us over the top. I'm pretty sure that YouTube still says you get 100 subscribers, you can change your URL, which we need to change our URL on that Facebook group too, but whatever. This is cool. This is progress, buddy.
Yeah, I love it.
It's very cool.
I'm proud.
Go over there, hit subscribe. Josh has some ideas for some more giveaways, and I'm trying to rein him in a little bit because he's getting a little wild. He's getting a little wild.
I like to give shit away, dog. I don't know what you want from me.
I know it. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. And, of course, now it's time for the money talk.
Yes, we always want to do...
Moving on to finance.
This week, finance information is kind of weak this week. W-E-A-K. W-E-E-K. But it's there's still a little bit there, so if you scroll down, this is going to be last week's information.
The Lana War Elf is $9.
We already talked about this, but scroll down.
I love that it's like up and down because this card is stupid and people are silly and
week.
Dumb. This card I watched do some work in a...
Yeah, so this is cool whenever we...
You can show me her.
Yeah, whenever we get to play... whenever we get to talk about Legacy... Shit, I would love to play Legacy more, but whenever we get to talk about Legacy, it gets me excited, so...
Wow.
Yeah, it does. It really does something for me. But here we've got a Human Wizard that's up 559%. Now, this is something that we didn't talk about. We gotta do spoilers. We gotta find time. Hopefully someday.
Oh, we're gonna do a spoiler show. We're doing it for Ravnica.
Well, sure.
We're gonna pop our spoilers cherry for Ravnica.
Really? Okay, cool.
I can't remember how somebody else was pronouncing it today. It was like
Ravenica.
Ravenica.
I've heard several people say Ravenica. It fucking weirds me out.
I think it sounds sexier.
It just sounds like they're trying too hard.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it sexier.
Yeah, like if you whisper.
I like it when you try it.
Stop whispering, Ravenica. Yeah.
So, what the fuck does this card do, Josh? Could you read it off to us, please?
Sure. Target player draws a card, then exiles a card from their hand. If a creature card is exiled this way, that player creates a token that's a copy of that card. When Arcane Artisan leaves the battlefield, exile all tokens created with it at the beginning of the next end step. It's a 0/3.
Which is great. So, like, in the show and tell deck, or the show and tell mirrors even, which was it Magucha or Maguchi?
Manguchi.
Fatal Push. And also, it might have been Reed Duke. I can't remember who I saw playing this the other day. But, no, the Reed Duke stuff was really good. He played Elves the other day, too. He blew my fucking mind on one of his Elves turns. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, God.
There's a reason this guy's fucking a fucking Hall of Famer Pro Tour. Reed Duke's bow down, sir. Very, very fucking good. Not always the best content, but that was very impressive. So, this thing allows you to be like, okay, show and tell, sweet. I'm gonna put this on the field. Hopefully you don't have a Grizzlebrand. Oh, you got an Emrakul? Cool, awesome. On your end step, I'm gonna use my mana, I'm gonna discard my Emrakul, make my Emrakul attack you with my Emrakul, and sacrifice, is it 6 or 7?
6 permanents.
Yeah. So go ahead, sacrifice 6 permanents. Oh wait, you only have 4 or 5? Get fucked.
Get fucking wrecked.
This card is really cool in show and tell. I
like it, man. And that's why it's up almost 600%.
Yep.
So this is another mind blower that I didn't see this last week.
What?
Yeah, because we were upset because Land War Elf spiked, and we're like, it's
so
fucking
dumb.
people. Yeah, but we actually didn't get time to talk about cool shit, which is Council's Judgment spiking 100%, which it's up. This card's up to $25. This card 6 months ago was probably a $12 card.
The card's real good.
From my price memory says it's 12. Maybe it was 14. But yeah, this card's almost, I think, well, we can look right here.
Where would you like to look?
Right there.
Right meow?
Right meow. So
it's like $12.
July, yeah. Boom. God, man, my price
well,
memory
look, it's down
good.
here. You see July?
Yeah, my price memory's good. I said 6 months
Well,
ago.
you want to go back to like January-ish.
Oh,
it's like
Jesus.
$6 card.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah. But this card gets around targeting,
Yes.
so that's the key thing. And if your opponent does it wrong, you get rid of 2 of their things. And I've
Yeah.
seen it happen. It's sad, but it happens. But apparently, this is because we're seeing more death and taxes. When you read the card, it may be a little confusing since the effect relies on will of the council. Now in Legacy match, the council only consists of 2 people, you and your opponent, and you both get to choose a permanent, which you do not control, meaning your opponent can only choose his own permanents. So you start by voting for a permanent you get rid of, then it's your opponent's turn. If the opponent understands the card, he will vote for the same permanent, and therefore only one thing will go. If not, he'll lose 2 permanents. He or she will lose 2 permanents.
Correct.
Long story short, in Legacy, this card actually reads, exile some shit.
Yep.
No, Council Judgment does not target. Oh, yeah, so it gets the true name.
Yes. So, true name. What do you call? True name.
True name. I name you.
Yep. Yep.
I name you. Oh, what do you vote for?
Yes,
I vote for true name.
Yeah, I vote for true name, and then you're like, well, fuck yeah, I vote for the same thing, or else I'm going to lose another permanent. Yeah, make sure if you're not on that Council's Judgment game, if you're a Legacy player or new to it, like what Lance is building, he's building...
Is he getting into Legacy?
Yeah, he's building Legacy right now, so he's building Death and Taxes.
I didn't realize he wanted to learn a new format.
Well, there's a lot of people that, that's your... It used to be Burn, but now your basic entry level Legacy deck is now Death and Taxes because
Death and Taxes.
it's affordable.
It is affordable. It is.
It is.
It's got the ports have been reprinted and stuff like that.
They reprinted everything. They reprinted ports, Wastelands.
Stoneforge was a GP promo for a long time.
Yeah, like before the
Stoneforge.
spike from a few weeks ago, it's very affordable.
It is a fantastic deck too. It's something that we'll bring
It's
to
so
Magic
hard. It's so
Magic
hard to
Afternoon
play.
at some point.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
So the next thing that we want to talk about here is some of the
Leylines.
Yeah, this is what we talked about earlier. Leyline of the Void. Holy ball sacks is 30 fucking Darus.
Yep. It's been the slow creep. It's been happening for a little while.
Yeah.
Like, if I can bring this a little closer here. So, it's been bouncing around in this area since
It's kind of tapered off.
March-ish.
Yep.
But, like, until we see a reprint of this card, which there will be at some point. This is like the Noble Hierarch argument. It's like, it's going to happen. It's going to tank the Noble down to $20.
It's had 2 printings.
Yeah, but the Leyline here, it's going to need another printing, and a couple of them do. This one does, the white one does. You could probably do another Anticipation would be fine.
Yeah, I actually played this in my Legacy Burn list about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the card's just insane.
You're insane, Josh.
Card's great.
In the membrane. It's a very good card, because it's one-sided rip.
Yep.
It's
You don't
very
have
good.
to cast it.
Rest in peace, rip, R.I.P.
Yep, you don't have to cast it. So, very cool. So, do not get your Leyline of the Voids right now. They at $30 and they're expensive. So,
I don't think that we'll see. We could see Leylines of Ravnica. We're not going to see Leylines in the first Ravnica block.
What started out in Guild Pack. That's where it came from.
This is true.
So, we're going to see a reprint. And
I think that we could, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see a reprint of this
but like
card.
I don't think it's going to be the first one, not necessarily the second one.
Pro Tour Spaghetti.
Spaghetti's coming up.
Okay, so
this is the worst.
We talked
of
about a modern
the
/
duels.
legacy card, and so I'm gonna move into a harder legacy card, which is
Rock hard.
this card's rock hard, but Taiga is at 198 Darus on the average. The market's at 171, and if you're in Europe and you're watching us in Europe, it's 129 euros.
Hola, me
Yes.
llamo Chris. Está Joshua.
That's not Europe, but okay.
Le capisce l'inglese.
Yeah, that's
Io
cool.
capisco? Capisce.
Capisce?
Capisce.
Yeah, so when you see a Taiga at $171, it's pretty wild stuff.
It's the worst of the duels, right?
Plateau is. This actually
not a real
goes,
duel.
This goes
It's
in
not a
chart.
real duel.
This isn't Chart Belcher.
Belcher.
This goes in a deck that's real.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. There's this deck called Red White Taxes. Like, fucking plebe.
Sure, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then if you just want to get Wastelanded out of the game, then yeah, play Splash Red and play Plateau.
Your wasteland's a fucking mountain, bro. I don't know why you spent all that money on a mountain, bro.
Yeah. So Yeah, this is pretty crazy news to me. This was one of the things that I saw when I moved into the finance, and I thought, holy shit, I never thought I would see this day where this thing, it keeps creeping up. It was $100, and then it's creeping, and it's crazy. So now is the time to get your dual lands. I'll just keep saying this over and over and over. If you want to get them now, please.
Other than that, there hasn't been any like crazy movers and shakers this week.
No.
Let's see.
There was something that spiked this morning, but I don't remember what
Engineered
happened.
explosives continues to rise. Your mock will continue to rise. KCI.
Casey has it
Good
like,
thing
what,
you've
20
been
bucks or
yeah. Good thing you've been
Yeah.
cracking up on those.
I have.
Chain Veil because we're getting Planeswalker commanders. Chain Veil.
Yep, Chain Veil's gonna pop.
There's another type effect like this. I can't remember what it is.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is the thing that I always like to point out are the losers, because if you continue to say, hey, this card's losing, this is the time to pick it up, and I'm going to go back to the commander format. So when they reprinted fetch lands,
Yep.
they were still like 30, 25, 20. They got down to like 15, and then they started to kind of rise a little bit.
Right. We're talking about the Cons fetches.
Cons fetches.
Yeah.
So you're kind of going to see a little bit of the same thing with these Masters 25 reprints of your filter lands.
Yep.
So you want to pick up your Kafilta lands.
Kafilta lands.
You're going to want to pick
my
those things up right now.
God.
If you show that dip, look at this dip.
Like just
Yeah, from the window to the wall. Yeah, these things have
almost
hit the bottom.
$5.
Yeah, so
hey, what's the green black one? Just asking for a friend.
Twilight Mire.
Thanks.
It's actually your next tab.
Oh shit! Is it really? No, that's
you
a Flooded Grove.
You double flooded
Okay, well,
grove.
sweet. I get to type in Twilight Mire then.
Nice. Yeah, that was the tab that
I
pulled
see.
up.
Look at I did that. Okay.
So
I didn't plan that, by the way.
Masters.
Whoa! Boom!
Complete skyrocket.
This is
down.
the Eventide.
Yeah, that's
How do I
the
get to the
Eventide
Masters one? Do I have to like type it in again?
Yeah, probably. So so the Masters one of this has actually shot down.
Yeah, it won't let me.
Super, super low. It's right here.
Oh, here.
There you go.
I do it like this. Like
Nice.
this.
Yeah, so Masters 25. What are we looking at?
10 fracking.
No,
What?
$7.54. Oh. Yeah, that's the market price. So if you,
I don't think I have this in foil in Marin. That's the reason I was bringing this card up.
Yeah, because you want a foil.
So Marin's pretty foil, and I played her this weekend, and I think I'm getting to that point where it's like this deck is no longer casual friendly,
Yeah.
but she is fucking sexy.
Yeah. So now the reason that I had the green blue in there was for the commander players, and the reason that I brought the Twilight Mire up is for your modern Jund players because this is a usually one of.
Yes,
So
because this gets you your double black for your lilies and shit.
yeah, correct. You can Kafilta into a lily.
Damn it! Stop saying Kafilta.
It's a Kafilta fish. No,
Good.
but
What kind of
so
fucking fish is this?
now pick up your Twilight Mire. Save yourself about $8 to $10
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Because it's gonna go back up to this marker here where it was at like $15-20. These things were actually like around 30.
I mean, we can also like I just had
Yeah.
it right, so
yeah,
like
these things were about $30. So
whoa, it hit 40 at some point. Its
Okay.
foil was 70.
yeah. So again,
And
every
in Europe, they are garbage.
yes, they are. That's why I like going to Europe and buying Magic cards.
Hot garbage.
Don't tell on me.
Cheater.
Yep. So I'll have to do a segment on that soon enough.
I'll get your
But
segment.
yeah, so get after that and pick up those lands now while you can, while they're still cheap. Save yourself a couple bucks in case you're ever going to play Jund, which I don't recommend it. But if you
Jund's
like
a
to
tough
grind,
deck.
yeah, if you like to grind in Modern, or if you like to really grind in Legacy, play you some Jund, Punishing Jund.
Punishing Jund.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the next.
On to our
Favorite?
our favorite segment.
Local Yokels! I don't know why I'm excited about this name all of a sudden. I fucking hate this name.
Really?
No, I don't hate it. I just was like, I was like, that's what you guys want to call it? Really? And
Local
it's
Yargles.
just kind of stuck. Oh, that's right. You did say Yargles the
Local
one time.
Yargles.
That's kind of why I loved it. Get the finance off the screen there. All right, so local yokels, as always, we talk about the things that are going on locally. Usually with Michigan, we're going to spread out a little bit further today because there is a open that's in our neighborhood.
Yes, which is
but-
Indianapolis, Indiana,
Yeah.
which we've talked about
But
at length
let's
tonight.
start with PPTQ. So this weekend is the weekend of the 28th and 29th, and there's no PPTQs.
There's no PPTQs.
There's no PPTQs. There's nobody here. What the fuck? The only next PPTQ is not this Taiga one, but this Pandemonium one on 8/4.
Dude,
this week.
Taiga Games is up. Their stock's up right now.
Yeah. You're
like $170.
I can't tell if you're making a UP joke, like a Upper Peninsula joke, or if you're legitimately.
It's in the UP.
It's in the UP. I kind of want to show you now.
I didn't even notice that.
I just want to show you where these guys are. I think they're the only guys in the UP, and they're putting on Magic for people on a regular basis. All right, let's zoom out of this, baby.
Dude, I would love to go up to this
Whoop.
thing. What is this, like a...
Look at that.
This is like a fucking 14-hour drive for us. Yeah, put your hand where we're at.
We're down here.
Yeah, we're in Garden City, Michigan. Yeah. And then scroll your hand all the way up. Yeah,
it takes me 3 or 4 hours to get here.
It takes you 3 to 4 hours to get to the thumb.
Oh, but I can get here.
I hunt in the thumb.
Yeah, but there's some shitty fucking roads out here. I don't know.
But yeah, so like...
But yeah, that's another 10 hours. Just
literal 10 hours to get to the UPS.
You can be in fucking Alabama by that time. And it's nicer there.
You can get to the Gulf Coast by the time you get to the UP.
Yeah. But, yeah, okay. Anyways, so that's where Taiga's at. Anyways, there are no PPTQs this weekend, and that might sound odd to the Michigan players, but it's because it's modern season, and nobody wants to try and compete with SCG Open Indianapolis, which is modern. Yeah. So everybody's going to go to this event because it's fucking 4 or 5 hours away, whatever.
Yeah, listen, you're probably not going to want to come with any expectations of winning because I'm actually... Because
you're going to be there?
Well, no, I'm signed up for the event.
Oh, so don't even sign up. Save your money. Stay home. Go to a PPTQ.
Just come and smash my fucking face.
Come smash Josh. He'll get into day 2. And then one of our locals will play in the PTQ on Sunday and take that down. Because Michigan kicks everybody's ass.
We're pretty good, man.
Michigan's kicking it.
We proud.
So yeah, this is going on. It's modern. It's only $50, which is great for an SCG event. I mean, they're all not terribly expensive, but like Wizards events are great. GPs are fantastic. SCG does it great every single time. Every time. Go play opens.
Man, it's going to be an expensive 2 weeks for me. I got to go to Indy. I got to pay money to play.
I got to go to Indy. I got to go to Indy.
And then I got to go to Indy.
Kesha.
Gen Con. I'm going to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Wizards Lightning playmat's pretty good.
Clint Clearly, I think he does some lantern pieces. I might have to send some people with some lantern pieces to get signed. And then I don't know the rest of these guys. Oh, I could send it with you! Because you're going to be there. Anyways, that's the local locals. That's literally all there is because there's no PPTQs. There's no big events.
Yeah.
Somebody could be doing like a standard event or something like that, but like modern is so big in Michigan that nobody like had time to set that up. Everyone's just like, wait, Indiana is going on.
No, because they're
Indianapolis.
They're like, we're gonna be at Indy, so why are we gonna do anything that weekend? We already there.
That's also a good point. There's gonna be a lot of like your TOs and store owners.
Yeah, you don't want to compete with that.
No,
you just don't.
It's just not smart. No. So there's not a whole lot for local yokos, but next week we got the Pandemonium PPTQ, which I will be completely burned out for, but we're gonna have fun.
Yep.
Because let's see. You know what? I can plug this for a hot second. So it's not relevant to most Magic players, but Pandemonium is hosting our first. I think we might have mentioned this on the show before. Our first D&D convention where we're gonna have a bunch of tables, a bunch of people. We have a really cool shirt that's got this awesome design on the front of it, and we're doing this thing called an epic, where instead of playing at individual tables, you're playing in one giant game where like all 7 to 12 tables or whatever are all impacting each other in some weird way. And there's a character that travels around and changes things for everybody. So it's going to be fun. This is going on this weekend for me. It's going to wear me the fuck out.
Good.
And
you need to work.
Fuck you. So this is going on. I leave direct. As soon as this is done, I'm going to take like a 3-hour nap, pack a bag, drive to Florida for a family vacation, which is going to wear me the fuck out because it's family vacations and who doesn't like going off on relatives, right?
I love family vacations.
You do. You get to light giant bonfires and shit.
Yeah, and float down the river and drink beers.
Jelly. Yeah. So there's that. I have to leave the vacation early, drive back to be here for F&M, and then on Saturday we have the PBTQ, so it's going to be just a non-stop thing.
Yeah, like starting tomorrow, I go pick the German up, and it's
Stefan.
just straight business all the way until after Gen Con. I'm talking, I mean, we are just going to be slamming trades, it's going to be nutty.
Dude,
buying.
Last time Stefan was here, you guys went like 4 days straight or something like that, and then you were going to bed after like fucking doing a bunch of shit. It was like 5 in the morning. You told me you were going to bed.
I asked him. It was 4:30, and I was like, "Hey, bub, can I go to sleep for a little while, take a nap?" I was like, "I'll get up in like 3 hours."
And what did he say?
He goes, "We no make trade," and I was like, "No, Stefan, we no fucking make trade. Can I take a nap, dog? Like, I need to live a little bit." And he's like, "Okay, you go to bed, and I stay up and grind." And I'm like, okay. Like, I just couldn't, it was just 4 straight days. So he's here for 2 fucking weeks.
Oh my god! 2 weeks?
He's a fucking monster.
Holy shit. This is not going to end well. We're both going to be fucked.
I'm not going to do any,
I didn't recognize that you said 2 weeks, bro.
World War II comments about the Germans or nothing, because it's played out. But they're hard workers.
They are.
They invented Blitzkrieg, dog. We Blitzkrieg trades.
They make the best walls.
For 2 straight weeks.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a blasty. But I got a lot of work in store. So to listen to you talk about how much work you got.
Listen, I'm not saying that you don't. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do.
It's gonna be so much fun because at Gen Con I'm gonna take a break.
It's fun.
Make sure you take a break and do you.
I'm just gonna take a book and disappear for a little while. My little brother and I are gonna go to Epcot. Oh well, now you know we're going to Disney. My little brother and I we're gonna go to Epcot. And we're going to sit down, get some random fucking food, and just drink all day. And neither of us are big drinkers, but we're just going to hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
So next week, I will be in Florida for Wednesday, which is, again, our normal show time for Magic Afternoon, where we play MTGO for a competitive league.
I'll have Josiah with me.
You can have Josiah with you, or we can set something up. I'm too old for Disney. I'm not interested in all that shit. If we run the show from our Discord channel and stuff like that, we can make it happen. Yeah. Josiah can absolutely join us.
Yeah, it's Infect.
We gotta get practice.
Next week's gonna be Infect.
And then Wednesday we could do the same thing for Magic After Dark. We haven't done that yet.
We haven't Skyped in for Magic
After
Dark.
We have not.
Or Discorded in. I don't know why I keep saying Skype.
Because it's the right thing.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah.
Just Skype. You damn kids and your fucking Discords. So we're gonna make the show work next week in some capacity.
We want to be here for you guys. We want to continue to produce
fun. It's
content.
exhausting, though.
Yeah, it's great. So we love all you guys that are hanging out with us tonight. If you don't hang out with us tonight and you watch us later on tomorrow or the following day or whatever, just keep up with us and tell us how we're doing.
Follow the. Where is it? Oh wait. If I look at this, we can do it. Nope. Over. So follow our Twitters. Oh, so close, Josh. Follow our Twitters and hit subscribe on the YouTube page and follow here. That way you get the notifications about what we're doing when we're going to do it. Because if we're behind, we're going to let you know. If we have to reschedule a day, we're going to let you know.
We're about to be affiliated.
Yeah. We is affiliated, baby.
Yeah, we are.
We is affiliated. Cool. I just got to enter your banking account into this silliness.
You ready to get some food?
Let's go get some food, baby.
Okay.
So, thank you for joining us for Magic After Dark, episode 11.
Yep.
Holy shit. My name is Chris Byrne. This is Joshua Warren. We love you, and good night.
See you guys.